Hello! Hello, you there, clicker of videos. You're listening to Christopher, and he's telling you the basic teaching of Zen. If you feel like slacklining, then you should go and slackline. So then, just slacklining means if you feel like slacklining, then you should go and slackline. If you do not feel like slacklining, then you should either ask yourself if you're just lazy, or if you really have no desire at all to slackline. And then the question is, why did you click on this video if you have no desire to slackline? Because it clearly says just slackline. So the answer to all your questions may be just try, right? Get a slackline and slackline. Find a place where you can slackline and slackline, and then keep going in order to get to the place where you can walk backwards on a slackline. I practiced probably I started in 2012, and this recording is from 2024, so that makes it like 12 years of actively pursuing the skill of slacklining, which is basically balance, which is being in the moment, which is meditation, which is a teaching that will assist you for the rest of your life in knowing how to be in the middle on a 2-centimeter line that's hanging in the air. So if you ask me, then I say slackline, but make sure the tree is okay. Use something protective around it, and just make sure the tree is okay. We are here for nature. Be appreciative of the fact that there are trees, and then just show what you can do and do it. Okay? We're still getting to Zen. Okay, all I gotta say with this one, as nice as silence is, that I came here with the fear of being shot. Because I have made friends, and then it kind of like almost feels like it clashed. So coming here feels really insane, because I also do feel like vulnerable because I'm so open. But I choose to be courageous and to come here anyway, and to just slackline, because I think what people need is a bit of hope, a bit of inspiration, a bit of, that's what you can do if you spend time with yourself and spend time honing your skills. And I started last year, and I've been working on this park for a couple of years, so let's see where this can go. So just slackline is my way of saying, just do it, man. And do it where you want to do it. I want to do it here because that's where people can see me, and so I can share it with the world and with the people I grew up with. And so I have been born and bred in the city of Lunatic, and that's all I can say, right? It's like, that's where your heart is. Home is where your heart is. I try to escape multiple times, and I always land back here, because as much as I like to run away, it's just the way it is, man. You've got responsibilities to yourself and to the people you know. The setup isn't perfect, but just slackline. For
only going to land on the ground. Of the children. Yeah. So there's always this point where you say it's enough. I mean, I've shown that I can slackline. Now it's your turn to figure out what you want to do with your life. You know, it's like what accompanies the whole year is like the idea of new habits. So let's say, I mean, you can go slacklining at night. You just have to know where you are. You have to know what your surroundings are. And you have to feel safe, right? That's your job to make sure where you do these things is a safe place to do them. You know, I cannot tell you where you're supposed to do what, right? It's like, you gotta figure this shit out. You gotta know where you are, when you do things, how you feel about it, how much you have to give, how much you need to give for your message to sink in. Now my message is, you know, like, be strong, you know, but also protect yourself, right? Stay safe, stay sane, and relax in your own way. And you know, try to change things like on a daily basis or something, you know, it's like, okay, so new habits, what do you pick, what do you choose, right? In the end, if between you slacklining and you not slacklining stands like, should I slackline? Then I say, you know, just go and slackline. It's like, that's the easiest solution, you know, if there's like, should I slackline, should I not slackline? Well, what's the question? I mean, if the question is there, then, you know, you got to slackline. And then you got to choose when and where and how often. And so just slackline turns into, you know, but when, where, how often, and then you just say, yeah, fuck it. You know, I'm just gonna do it occasionally. You know, when today I feel like tomorrow I could slackline, then I'm gonna do it. Instead of watching movies or, you know, playing chess or, you know, being bored, I'll just go and slackline. And so just slackline comes with, you know, I had to fight for it today because people wanted to keep me close or something. But if I just stay at home all the time, then I just feel weak. And how can I be a man? How can I hold my ground, you know, if I never test myself? So now I'm just gonna take a picture or a video picture. Just gotta continue, man.